Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to this pick a card reading, the next 48 hours. Before I get into the piles, there are a couple of quick channel messages. Firstly, for many of you, this reading is going to serve as a confirmation, and actually the items that I have chosen for you to pick your pile are significant in some way. So firstly, those of you who will pick pile 1, I'm seeing that you will actually see a rainbow. Rainbows can be in a painting, can be on a piece of clothing, even as small as an emoji, someone sending you a rainbow emoji. Some of you may actually have a rainbow in your bio, okay, where you have an online presence, or even your this could be a WhatsApp, you have a rainbow there. And pile 2, you can see it's the yellow flower. You will see yellow flowers again. This can be, in the ground. This can be in a painting. And the bumblebee. And particularly pile 2 and pile 3, the flower and the bumblebee, this can be showing up at a time when it's out of season. Okay, that will be how you really do know that is a confirmation for you. And the other channel message is regards to someone, okay, someone's, right, as we're reading for the collective. Within the next 48 hours, they are for some reason going to feel like they've lost you, or they're going to lose you, okay? I'm hearing a song by the Beatles. Firstly, Ticket to Ride, I think, is one. And there's a lyric, perhaps it's not in that song, but you think you've lost your girl. She said she loves you. So someone can be a Beatles fan, or simply, the lyrics just have significance. So keep that in mind. With that said, I am going to now get into the readings. Okay, so pile 1, dream big. Pile 2, the yellow flower. Pile 3, the bumblebee. All right, I'll see you at your reading. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading the next 48 hours. You chose the Dream Big badge. Let's see the first card that I have for you. And we have the Stork. Okay, within the next 48 hours, for many of you who chose this pile, you are going to receive happy news regarding a big goal of yours, okay? It is something that connects to dream energy. Something which you have been dreaming of, you've dreamt of, okay, for some time. Something is being born, and there's news connecting to what's being born for you, okay? There can also be news of pregnancy here with the Stork card. So someone is having a dream come true regards to that, expanding their family. This can also be someone that you know. It doesn't have to be you directly, but certainly there's an important connection with who it does connect to, okay? It's very happy news within the next 48 hours. And there's also a moving forward in the next 48 hours, okay? At least there's a indication of it starting, like a fresh start for you, right? And the guidance is to dream big, literally, right? That things are possible. And when we have the nest, this is also about home. Storks can nest on roofs, and they bring good luck. Okay, so there's also some good luck here, and it can be connecting to your home, and also about you having a new home, right? At least that being on the horizon. And certainly some of you can literally be moving within the next 48 hours, okay? And it's going to be a dream. It will be a dream place for you. There's something about it, what you consider your dream, right? It's different for everyone. Even something very specific here, like having a dream window bay, a window seat, the window area is important, and there's something that is a dream for some of you. Wow, like I've always wanted that to be on my home or my apartment. Okay, so really, really lovely, lucky, like happy energy here within the next 48 hours, okay? So let's see a couple more details for you, pile 1. This is interesting. I'm hearing running the water. Someone is running water, perhaps running a bath, or, taking a shower. What is that about running water? Perhaps some of you within the next 48 hours, your water may be getting stopped. getting turned on, or there's something to do with your water, so keep that in mind. It could be information or news, like an update about your water supply. Okay, yeah, so we have the cross. This is energy of destiny, things being meant to be, okay, being on the right path. So as I shared at the very beginning, I had a couple of channeled messages for the collective, that this is also a lot to do with confirmation, this reading in particular, okay? So those of you that have been asking, am I on the right path? This is a yes. This is also blessed energy, right? And we've seen that there's this blessing, this sense of a dream being born. There's going to be information coming in about that, communication, updates, and of course the pregnancy energy. Yeah, the energy of pregnancy, right? So here we have the fox. Yeah, keep things on the low, be low key. Your good news, protect it. This is very important with the cross being next to the fox. Not everyone is going to want to see you, you know, have your successes, have your dreams coming true. You know, people are at the level they're at, they are where they're at in life. No matter what face they show you, right? Follow that intuitive hit. Your guidance, your dreams, literally. You can also be having a dream within the next 48 hours about someone who is not being honest with you, and it will be revealed in a dream. Okay, let's get another card. Yeah, you don't know who they are yet. You don't know, and it's going to be shown to you in a dream for many of you here, okay? And let's clarify a little further. Okay, we have man. So this can be a man, this can be also someone, you know, who is a masculine energy, right? Who is going to be showing up in your dream. There is some truth here, and there is something you don't know about this person. There's something you don't know about them. And look, it's a blessing in disguise. Because here it's very positive, happy energy. It's something that will set you free. I'm going to get one more card. Yeah, see, so you can move on, safe, so you can let it go. There can be energy here of the past. When I see the scythe, I have past energy. Not only will someone become part of your past, i.e. this energy coming from the man card, but it can be someone from your past already that you didn't know the full picture of something, right? So the blessing in disguise. Some of you in this dream may also see what would have played out if you had stayed in a certain situation. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be a family member, family situation, a work situation, right? Had you stayed on a certain path that had to change. Really powerful energy here. No wonder this was a confirmation. Yeah, see, the bear. This is strong, important. This also speaks of contracts, business, okay, stability, and ultimately protection. You got it again. Yeah, wonderful. That was your reading, pile one. I hope you enjoyed that today, and I'll see you very soon for another one, okay? Bye-bye for now. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. You chose the yellow flower. I'm hearing she wears flowers in her hair. Someone wears flowers in their hair. You may have a flower tattoo. You're about to get one. Hibiscus can be significant. Even hibiscus juice, like, yeah, I'm seeing like a jug of juice, like hibiscus juice. I have a very beautiful energy here, inside and out. Someone has like a natural beauty here, natural handsomeness, whichever way, you know, you don't have to get caught up in gender, but it's like inside and out, you shine like this flower. Within the next 48 hours you will be shining, okay? You're going to be like in a very attractive energy and blooming. Okay, let me just split the deck. This can be something you're working on, right? Like you're kind of doing some self-care within the next 48 hours, but whatever it is, it's kind of, it's triggering like a spark. You're going to appear like a spark to others. And this can also be about getting the spark back within the next 48 hours, at least starting to, and also having the spark back in your eyes. There's something very significant about your eyes here for many of you chose this pile. And it can be people compliment you specifically on that. and they're going to within the next 48 hours. So let's see the first card I have for you. We have the clouds. Yeah, you're coming out. Clouds are parting. This is my silver lining card. So there kind of been an energy here where you've kind of been under the weather, under the clouds, so to speak. Like, that's not really the phrase, but that's how I want to interpret it, right? Under the weather, having a cloud over you, right? Over your, your confidence. So within the next 38 hours, there's something shifting about your confidence here, but it's coming from within. Yeah. So let's see what else here. So confidence boosting energy. And this can be to do with the hibiscus juice, like having a drink, foods that make you, they boost your energy and your nutrition and things like that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, herbal teas. You can be a herbal tea drinker. Okay. Yeah, garden. So you can also like literally be gardening within the next 48 hours, planting some new flowers, even like a herb garden here. Again, it's something that will contribute to your inner, right? And, your inner beauty, inner health, this kind of thing, within the next 48 hours, kind of taking steps towards your energetic health, right? And of course, spiritual health goes hand in hand. But also I have to say, with the garden being here, this is the meeting place card. So I see that within the next 48 hours, you can be going to a meeting place. You're meeting others. This can also be a date. And this may connect to why you are kind of coming out, right? Having this sense of confidence because, it's that nice attraction energy, like something you can enjoy. So there's an enjoyable energy from this and you kind of blooming from that. Though it's not from a place of seeking validation, right? So I do have that some of you can be going on dates here within the next 48 hours, and it is a confidence booster. It is. Okay, you are someone who brings that spark into people's life, and it's almost as though now it's your time, like you're going to get to experience that, like the universe, whoever you believe in, work with, they're going to show you that. With the clouds being here, it's like from up above, they're going to show you, you bring that to other, and others give that to you. There's an experience of that to come, right? Outside of that, this is about work. I'm seeing there's news around work, okay? And meetings, this can be attending an interview. I'm seeing that be successful as well. And also this confidence boost, right? And being confident and this sense of wanting to show that side of yourself for an interview. There's a yes here. Yeah. And this can be after some time, right? The whip, this is putting in the work, perhaps putting out multiple applications. Even when it comes to the area of dating, you've put the feelers out before in the past many times. There's just something here that you, within the next 48 hours, pile two, I'm seeing you kind of be like, right, I'm letting it go. Okay. I'm still gonna love myself. I'm still gonna, validate myself. Like you're still gonna continue regardless. And somehow that's triggering the following, like what I've just shared. Yeah. Yeah. Because you're done with like over trying, over giving. Within the next 48 hours at least, you're gonna arrive to that mindset. You're gonna arrive to that mindset of that it's not working. So there's a shift here. Right, with the coffin. And also something is outdone, outdated. So perhaps also during the next 48 hours, you can be kind of thinking, right, I want to update. This could even be your wardrobe. This, I am being drawn to material things. So it can also be as simple as updating your phone, right? Check for updates. This brings in new energy and shifts things. And touching back on item like the material world, this can be updating also like, something within the home, something that makes your life easier. Because the coffin is also about delays, right? And waiting, like overwaiting. So delays are also going to be closing out here within the next 48 hours, which is also I've got the parting of the clouds. Let's see what else. Yeah, see? What? Look at that. The rider. Yeah, absolutely. Things are going to get going. And also like the engine. So there's something to do with an engine here. Some of you can be changing your car within the next 48 hours, or at least your mode of how you get around. There's something that's changing, and there's some good luck around, surrounding that. Some of you, you may actually be into horse riding, like I'm taking the card quite literal there, but I do have that energy. You may be going horse riding within the next 48 hours. For some of you, this could be completely new, an activity. So outside of the horse riding, there's also something completely new you'll be trying within the next 48 hours. You're not waiting anymore. But it's almost as though, as I shared these readings, the energy I was getting beforehand as I was preparing, it's about confirmation. So you're just kind of going to go with it. You're like, you know what, I'm just going to go forward. Because that's just keeping me stuck. Yes, the delays might be there, but that doesn't mean I have to stay doing what I'm doing, right? It's like this kind of energy. You know, it's empowering. There's a sense of taking back control within the next 48 hours, yeah. And we have the owl, you know, so you are being guided. There is guidance there. Owls are significant in some way here, like spiritually speaking, and we know that owls is a messenger, bird is a messenger. So some of you, you may have an owl, like you may have an owl statue, or like, you know, there's something to do with owls here. This can connect to a deity, a god, a goddess, you know, a being from the spiritual realm, right? Who you work with, who you're familiar with. They're also bringing you important messages during the next 48 hours, okay? I hear wise one. This can be how people view you as well, as a wise person. But there's something here about now is your time to have a bit of fun, okay? It's time for you, as I say, to get the confidence booster. Let's get one more card. Oh yeah, nice, the home. Yeah, you may also be decorating within the next 48 hours. You're changing, you know, the aesthetic. This could be painting, you know, this could be the gardening I was mentioning, right? And also some of you can be going to viewings within the next 48 hours, or someone is viewing your place, okay? This speaks of stability and happiness, you know, even a home with a garden, right? The significance about a home with a garden, you could be going to look at one, or vice versa. It's your home with a garden, someone's coming to see it. And with this card, it's also about invitation. So you may be having a gathering at your home, or vice versa, right here. You're going to a home for a gathering as well. So quite a lot coming up here. Take what resonates, of course, as always. This can all be simultaneously happening for many of you, right? But that's what I have. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. I have the fox. Oh, the fox came out in pile 1. So now I've done that, I need to clarify. Okay, well, the clover. All right, so I will say this, pile 2 also, something that was said about you or someone tried to insinuate, that's why the owl is here. Gossip. Double clarification with the fox. But you see that? You can't be talked about. Like, people may try, there's attempts, but it's almost as though they get tongue-tied, tongue-twisted. Maybe you've got, you know, even something in place regards to that as a form of protection, but they're going to slip up. So someone's going to slip up and show you. You're going to hear, you're going to be shown the truth about things that have been said. But the thing is here, when things have been said, and I'm not being drawn to one particular situation, but it's a general energy, there's people that come forward and they say, oh no, that's not how I know them. What do you mean? That's not, you know, you're like the bright flower. You bring luck into people's lives. So that won't get very far. But for some reason it's just coming up as being significant here. Perhaps just a confirmation, as I say, for you to know, yeah, I was right about that. And people have your corner with the clover being here. All right, pile 2, that was your reading. Wonderful, like pile 1. I'll see you very soon for another one, okay? Bye for now, and thank you for watching. Okay, the bumblebee, let's see. Okay, I'm hearing eye mask. Some of you may have an eye mask on while you're watching this reading, or you're about to do one, you're thinking of one. An eye mask, very specific. Right, welcome. The next 48 hours, pile 3. You chose the bumblebee. Let's see the first card I have for you. And we have the letters. Okay, so we've got communication, news, documentation. Yep, some of you are going to be signing something important within the next 48 hours. This is something which is positive. It's working in your favor. I do have a strong energy that it can connect to the workplace, okay, employment. It doesn't just even have to be about new employment. It can be like a renewal as well. I do have that. So perhaps a renewing of a contract. This may be a client you work with. There's something here that's being renewed. Though of course for some it will be completely new as well. Yeah, there's like there's blossoming opportunities here. And I also see the 4 letters can represent like 4 payments, 4 checks. So there's also some nice payment coming in for you within the next 48 hours, okay? But it's from different sources, not even just employment. This can be from something which you're owed also. Yeah. And there's also something of confirmation when it comes to documentation. Something that's saying, you have this, or so it can be entitlement to things or titles, okay? So yeah, quite a lot here. It's kind of like with the next 48 hours, you're going to feel like you're getting your ducks in a row. There's a sense of preparation and, you know, being organized here. Also, you may be reorganizing your office space, or you've been sitting on that. It's a bit of guidance to do that because it is going to free up energy to let new things come in. So perhaps it's like a little bit of a time to refresh your desk, your office space, okay? Even get a new notebook. You know, I'm not saying, I mean, yes, you could be getting a new notebook, but what I mean is don't feel, okay, I gotta buy a new notebook. But it's this sense of, you know, have that space there. So you now, like, look, I can write down these new clients I've got, you know, like invite that energy in. I'll leave it at that. Right. Yeah, and a new pen. Someone's getting a new pen. Right. Got the child. So there's happy. Yeah, it's happy news, happiness. Children can be significant here in pile 3. You can be having children come to visit or vice versa. Okay, children in the family, children that you consider family. Yeah, with the garden. Yeah, there's like a meeting here. There's a gathering involving children. So there can be a celebration here over a child's life. Okay. And this can also be invitations as well, I have to say, with the letters being there in the garden underneath. So you can be receiving the invitation for that, right, within the next 48 hours, not necessarily attending, but there's some nice news for that. And for some, it will involve a travel. You'll take a nice little trip for this, okay? And be in a different place, even like a bit of a retreat. Yeah, see, we've got the rider, so there's some travel involved. For some it's extended, you may have to go overseas, but again, it's positive energy. And for others, this is about childhood, right? This can be going back to a hometown, you know, and visiting old friends. And again, it's very positive, very nice. And that can connect to the invitation as well, you know, like a childhood friend. They have a gathering they really want you to come to. Yeah, because when I look at the bumblebee, for some reason, I have this energy of missing. Perhaps somebody called you that, or like little bee, something like little bee, or, you know, they called you their little bumblebee. Something like this, like there's a familiarity and like a cuteness about it from childhood, you know. So very lovely energy. Let's see. Yeah. So we have the scythe. So there's also energy here of you kind of completing something as well. And it does connect to childhood. So yeah, you can be completing something even official here when it comes to a connection to childhood. So what I mean is, you're kind of solidifying like where you are now in your life, you know, Perhaps it's like you're finally having an ownership of a property or a piece of land. You know, just putting down more roots where you thought perhaps you would go back, you know, to your childhood area, something like this, okay? It's like you're making a decision about that. Well, maybe you were deciding between go back or like I'll stay where I am. And I'm seeing you make a decision on that. But yet there will still be a visit back. Perhaps more than one time, right? Yeah, see, this like this energy of you, you know, seeing the bigger picture within the next 48 hours of like, no, that was the right change for me. Like I'm blossoming now, I'm blooming, the opportunities are there, my life is coming together in some way, right? As I say, putting roots that you perhaps thought weren't permanent. At least perhaps from, you know, even a childhood dream or a childhood vision you even had, like, oh, well, one day I will be there, I'll come back and I'll live here. Something is like kind of changing for you there with the scythe, but it's positive with the star, right? Yeah. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The flowers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, lovely energy. Look at that. And I have to say with the garden, the flowers, the star, even though I don't have the ring, there can be a wedding energy here. Engagement energy, so you can be getting news of an engagement, a wedding. This can also be yours. You're sending out invitations to your engagement, wedding, you know, a gathering surrounding that celebration, a dinner for a couple, right? This can also even be the first time, right? Perhaps families are meeting one another for the first time, but there's invitations about this. It's something quite official because it's big with the star being there, you know. I know it's not tarot, but it's that major arcana energy of something that is, you know, life-changing. So that can also be you in that position, right? Within the next 48 hours, and you're sending them out. And it certainly can be your child whose people are coming to see. And that confirms the birthday energy, okay? And some of you may also be having your birthday within the next 48 hours as well. It's you, like you're the child here, and you're having your birthday. And you can expect some nice gifts with these letters, okay? And the flowers, the star, and also the garden, the meeting place, going out, having a nice time, people treating you. So outside of that, where it's not your birthday within the next 48 hours, you can expect some kind of treats, someone wanting to gift you, bless you in some way. And yes, this can be of a romantic nature. So yeah, definitely with the flowers. Okay, yeah. And there's one more thing I will say when it comes to a romantic, you know, gesture, someone wanting to treat you, take you out and gift you, like I have gift voucher, you know, that kind of energy. It's someone who is going to kind of, they're going to, you know, speak to your inner child. There's something healing. It will heal a part of your inner child here. So I see positive energy coming out of that. Those of you that may have a date within the next 48 hours, or at least there's someone you're talking with, you know, and this can certainly be a partner. I won't go too far into it because, you know, this is just a snapshot look into your next 48 hours. It kind of needs another reading in itself. But I just see that there's healing. And of course the star is also about healing as well. Okay, so a lot, all three piles. But that sums it up for you, okay, pile 3. I do hope that you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Loved all 3 piles. No wonder this reading had to be done today. All right, bye bye for now.